لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. When I first started teaching Arabic in the local community, I never envisaged it would go this far. I thought students will pick up some basics of the language, some vocab, so they can engage more directly with the Quran, with what they're reciting in Salah. And I thought if they want to go further, they can go abroad and continue their studies there. However, after 120 hours of study, for them to now study the Islamic sciences, Seerah, Hadith, in the Arabic language is truly astonishing to me. And what the advanced and advanced plus groups are doing is really a pleasant surprise.
لكن هو حق فلا نقول إلا الحق. أما الذين يقولون أسلم في آخر حياته عندهم رواية من بيحقي لكنها رواية ضعيفة. نعم ضعيفة في أصلها ضعيفة، لكن عندما خالفت الروايات الصحيحة صارت ضعيفة جدا، صارت شاذة. هي المشكلة. نعم للأسف بأصلها هي ضعيفة ليست ضعيفة جدا، لكن الضعيف إذا خالف الصحيح يكون شاذا أو بالأحرى يكون منكرا فيصير ضعيفا.
The program begins at the absolute beginner's level. The only prerequisite is that they are able to read Arabic text.
طالب، ما معنى طالب؟
لا أدري.
طيب؟
لا أدري.
لا تدرون. لا. Yeah, you say لا أدري. لا. Okay. طالب, student.
Although Sarf, basic morphology, and Nahw, basic grammar, is taught, the focus is on comprehension. By week 10, students are usually translating Arabic stories.
What I liked about the course was that there were a lot of interactions, games and activities that were involved within the beginners of Arabic.
At intermediate level, we study Nahw and we revise the Sarf we've already studied. I don't believe in overwhelming students with Sarf. Rather, I give them the basics and I help them to implement it, identifying words and patterns as they work on their comprehension of the Quran and Hadith. Not only is this more enjoyable and fulfilling for the student, but more effective in attaining the student's goals in studying Arabic.
Zayd is a scholar. Zaydun alimun. Zayd is a scholar. He's an alim. Okay? That's mubtada. That's khabar. What state are they in? Rafa. Mubtada and khabar, both of them are always in a state of rafa. Okay? Now, if you introduce kana before it, okay, what does it do to it in terms of its grammatical state? It leaves the mubtada in rafa. And it does what to the khabar? Changes it to nasb.
The teacher's commentary of the Quranic verses and the Hadith of the Prophet ﷺ at intermediate level transitions into Arabic to allow for greater exposure to comprehending the spoken language.
So I like the grammar aspect of it, or the structure of it, which was divided into three different areas. You have the grammar, which is obviously the basis of the language. You had the listening and speaking, so we have homework set which goes through these. We watch videos to try to make us listen to the Arabic and the way it sounds. And finally, the most favorite part that I like is the Quran and Hadith, and going through ayahs and going through surahs, going through specific hadith and translating them as best as we can with the help of obviously our teacher.
At advanced level, grammar is no longer taught. Much of the teacher's instruction is now in Arabic, only Fusha. Ammiya, colloquial, is not taught. It's not part of our courses because the goal is Quran and Hadith and studying Islamic books.
أنه لن يؤمن من قومك إلا من قد آمن.
Indeed, no one will believe from your people except those that have believed.
Yeah, those who have already believed. نعم. لماذا لن يؤمن بالفتحة؟ Because of lan. Okay, lan is amongst those things that make the present tense verb mansub. And lan, these are the most common ones. And is the most common.
Although basic grammar is taught, it is certainly not the focus of our courses. I believe that the aim of most students is to access the Arabic language, not to become grammarians.
There's a good balance between the course being scaffolded in that they help you, but at the same time it's quite challenging as well. By the time you get to the advanced course, the texts that you're studying are entirely in Arabic text. And at first, even though it seems daunting, it does challenge you and Siddhi supports you the whole way through. So it kind of pushes you to look for patterns and increase your vocab to find words and patterns that you're familiar with, and you slowly start to get hold of the language.
At the Advanced Plus level, English is almost eradicated. Students read classical Arabic texts and the teacher explains in the Arabic language. It's almost the same as being in an Islamic studies class in the Arab world.
The course has been designed to make the Arabic language both accessible and enjoyable to learn. Much thought has gone into producing course material, the in-class exercises and homeworks.
I understand that my students have full-time occupations, so I try not to overwhelm them with too much homework and revision. But with consistency and most importantly barakah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, much can be achieved. In Sahih al-Bukhari, it's narrated that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, وَأَنَّ أَحَبَّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَدْوَمُهَا وَإِنْ قَلَّ. And the most beloved of actions to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are the most consistent, even if they are little.
Rasulullah alayhi salatullah wa alihi wal